freaking funny. Hi, DJ.
Emily.
And hello,
Listener. And welcome to This, That, and Chit Chat.
We're so glad you're here.
It's been a week. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
We hope you were grateful. That's about it. I was going to say, we hope you were gratitude.
You know what? We're grateful for you guys.
Okay, speaking of, Spotify Wrapped was
Yeah.
released earlier today.
Sure.
We are recording this on November 30th.
Sure.
We were a couple people's number one podcast.
Dang it, that was my surprise section. You got the notification too?
Yeah.
I didn't know that you were in it. Oh, okay.
I was the one reposting whenever...
Oh, you posted it? I don't get on the Instagram, so I don't know.
Oh, no, I didn't see the Spotify version.
Oh, yeah, there's a wrap
you
for...
told me...
I will. Okay, I'll get to that. I have that section later. There's a wrap for us as creators.
Oh my goodness. Okay, well, shout out to the two that have told us.
Okay.
Morgan Harrison.
Okay.
And Abby Soa. We were their tops. Yeah.
Two of my friends, we were their second.
Oh, actually, I think we might have been Abby's second. But yeah.
I'm positive we were my mom's top. So, anyway, exciting.
We were my third, which is so embarrassing.
Well, a little bit that you listened to.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest. I only listen to 2 podcasts, and I don't listen to all of our episodes.
Yeah.
Just when I'm like, what did we even say?
Right.
And then I listen it back, and I do sit there and laugh. I'm like,
it is fun. Time. When I record, it's fun to. Yeah. Or when I edit, it's fun to. Anyway.
So thanks everyone.
Correct.
And let's go into our.
Oh, okay. Let's do this now. All right. Cool. Our podcast wrapped. It's so slow, guys. So just forgive if there's any long pauses. There's so many animations.
Seriously, chill out. We get it.
And I can't skip through them. We created 797 minutes of new content.
Wow.
That's more than 81% of other creators in the news category, which we're in for some reason.
We are news.
I could have sworn I put us as entertainment.
Yeah, we're like culture.
Maybe culture is within news.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Anyway, they're clapping for us.
Woohoo.
Mm-hmm.
Go Spotify.
Yeah. Next section. Can you guess what our number one on Spotify was? The number one episode.
Okay.
So the choices are dinosaurs, dirt, and bad drivers. Pretty sure that's our first one.
Yeah.
Then the one where Emily has technical difficulties.
No one listens to that one.
And then feral wood people.
I bet feral wood people.
Ooh, you'd be wrong. It's actually our first episode. Dinosaurs, dirt, and bad drivers.
So does that mean people stopped listening after episode 1?
I guess
or they
so.
just start at the first?
I think that's what it means.
We'll stick with that. They go back and listen to the original.
It also might mean that the Spotify algorithm suggested our first episode more than the other ones.
Maybe that's what people... Yeah, when they go to the page, that's what comes up.
Yeah, so we are also an international podcast on Spotify.
Oh my goodness.
Top countries are the U.S., then I'm pretty sure number 2 is Australia, but let's wait for this to load. It's a freaking long
We're seeing a whole
animation.
globe.
Yeah.
Do you have to press something?
Oh, do we? Oh my gosh. Alright. So, number 1, United States. Number 2, Australia. Number 3, New Zealand. Number 4, Taiwan. And number 5, UK.
Oh my goodness.
So, thanks to all you Aussies out there. Going to the Home Depot.
What was that?
That's how you say Home Depot.
Oh.
You put an R at the end. I just think it's fun. Home Depot.
So, I'm shocked that any of you in Australia are listening, but let us know who you are.
Oh, and it is one of the top shared podcasts. I swear there must be billions of podcasts.
Yeah, if we are...
Because we're in the top 15% of most shared podcasts. I don't know how that's possible, but it is.
Wow.
34% of our shares were on Instagram. Another 34% were from links. I don't know where those were. 25% through text messages.
Oh my goodness.
So, and then 7% other. So, way to text about us, you guys.
What if they're just mocking us behind our backs? They're like, oh my gosh, did you listen to Emily?
All right, ready? What % of your listeners follow the podcast? So subscribe to.
I'd say 50.
It's 50.
I don't know what the other 50% of you are doing. How do you know we have a new episode?
Just check in. Well, I think there are a few people who just do it through Substack.
Oh, through the website.
And so then listen on Spotify. Okay. I don't know. But yeah, we're in the 20% most followed podcast. Again, there must be just
thousands,
billions of podcasts. But you guys, this is good news.
Seriously.
And what are this, that, and chit chat listeners like exactly? I'll tell you.
Good people. Real good times.
Freaking Spotify Rap has the longest animations. Your listener's podcast personality is the enthusiast.
I agree with that.
The enthusiast means your listeners are super fan. When their favorite podcast releases a new episode, they're among the first to know, going above and beyond to show their support. Thanks, you guys.
Shout out to you guys.
Now, I do have a qualm, and I think it's coming up.
Uh-huh.
No, it's not this.
Which is?
Well, when we get there, I'll tell you my qualm. I thought it was this, so I thought that'd be a good intro.
A good segue.
But this is not a qualm. This is actually cool. 20... No, that's not it.
We're gonna... Mm-hmm. You don't need to know that fact?
Yeah, that's not a great fact. This is the one I have a qualm with.
Okay.
Listeners scored us at a 4.9. Who scored us for a 4?
What's wrong with us?
Why
you felt the need to rate us a 4?
Yeah.
Just don't rate us.
Just don't rate us. Why did you give us a rating less than a 5? I'm so upset.
I would appreciate if you went back and either removed your rating or gave us a 5. Because there's probably only like 10 of you who rated it.
Well, yeah. If there are 10 people who rated it, and 9 of them rated it 5, and 1 of them rated it 4, that'd be a 4.9.
How dare you? Whoever you are.
I know.
It's probably an Australian.
Okay. We are the number 1 pod for 23 fans.
Oh my goodness. Mm-hmm. That's really nice.
Yeah. And we're top 10 for 61.
Wow.
Uh-huh. So, you guys, you thought you were just listening to a hobby podcast?
No.
Nuh-uh.
This is now
This is real life.
Yeah.
So,
we did gain a couple followers today from people sharing that they listen to the pod.
Oh my god.
So keep sharing.
Yeah. And I think that's the whole wrap.
Wow.
Yeah. It's really slow. And like Spotify, if you're thinking,
everyone cares about these little graphics.
Yeah, and like, hey, let's create something that podcasters will share on their show. Like, that took forever to get through. And it's not our fault, you guys. It's podcast. It's
we couldn't do anything about it.
So anyway.
Thanks for listening, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for making us one of your top.
Yeah.
We love you.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to tell me about your Spotify Wrapped?
You mean my Apple Music?
Sorry. Yes.
Yeah.
This is a podcast divided.
Yeah. You guys, I do Apple Music because of one reason. It's cheaper. Okay, what are we starting with?
You just go by yours and then I'll...
Okay. All right. My top song. Well, can you do how many songs I listen to? You listen to?
Yeah, I can do that.
All right. I listen to 1,493 songs.
Okay. I listen to 1,484.
Nuh-uh!
Yeah.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
That's really kind of crazy. My top song this year was Bam Bam by Camila Cabello and Ed Sheeran.
Okay, love that.
My second top song was Anyone for You, George Ezra, Tiger Lily. And then 3 through 9 are all vocal point from their Lead Thou Me On album.
I don't know if you're gathering this, but we have a very religious co-host here. He's very spiritual.
Every Sunday on my way to church, I turn on that album and I just press play.
Yeah.
And I don't listen to enough music. So Bam Bam got 22 plays. That's how often I listen to my number 1 song.
Yeah.
And then my 10th song, which is really number 3, right? Because is Shotgun.
Okay. I love that.
Yeah. All right. What about you?
My top 5 songs were Anyone for You.
Okay. Great.
George Ezra.
Right there.
Hooped Earrings by Briscoe.
Okay.
As It Was by Harry Styles.
Okay.
Weatherman by Eddie Benjamin. Only song I listen to by that man. And Music for a Sushi Restaurant by Harry Styles.
You like that one?
I do. My top song, Anyone for You, was played 104 42 times.
That is
wild.
All right. I listened to 651 artists.
Oh, I don't have that up, but mine was like 2,600 something.
How's that possible if you listen to 1,400 songs?
Okay, hold on. Let me pull up the stats. Just didn't want to have to go through all the graphics, you know?
Yeah, Spotify, could you make yours a little bit easier to get through? I'm just scrolling through mine on Apple Music.
Mine was... We're going to have so much dead space in this pod. Sorry, everyone.
But it's the anticipation.
Oh, sorry. I listened to 1,665 songs.
Okay.
Which was close to what I said. And I listened to... You're not going to tell me how many artists? 1,146
Oh, okay.
artists.
Wow.
Yeah.
You listen to a lot of just one song artists.
I do.
I like that.
Yeah. How many minutes did you spend listening to music? You had it at the top.
It's at the top? Wait, didn't we already go over that? Oh, no.
It was something like 8,000 minutes.
Okay. It was 8,000 minutes.
I had 19,000 minutes. People are going to be like, this is even worse than looking at someone's Insta story. Sorry.
Oh, right here. These minutes made it big. Okay, Apple Music also takes forever.
Yeah.
8,800.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, my top artist, you'll never guess, BYU Vocal Point.
I love that. So
558 minutes.
That's wild.
Followed by Taylor Swift, 419 minutes.
Okay.
21 Pilots, AJR, and George Ezra.
That's a really good lineup.
I concur.
That's a really good lineup.
And let's go, next. Because Vocal Point is just Sunday music.
Yeah.
Doesn't really count. 6th is the National Parks.
Okay.
So very consistent.
Checks out.
Mm-hmm.
So my number one was George Ezra, of course.
Sure.
I listened to 2,174 minutes of George Ezra music. I'm in his top 0.05%.
Oh my gosh.
If he doesn't marry me after this, I don't know what he's doing.
Is he single?
Yeah. Yeah, he is.
He's a looker.
Yeah. So George Ezra, Harry Styles, Judah and the Lion, Briscoe, and Noah Kahan.
Okay.
Which is wild because Briscoe, I literally only listened to one song, and they're my number 4 most played artist.
Oh my gosh.
I really like the song.
What song is it?
Hooped Earrings.
Hooped Earrings, Briscoe.
Yeah.
I played 26 albums. Does it do albums for you?
I don't have that.
My number 1 album, Vocal Point.
Lead me on.
My number 2 album, Les Mis, original Broadway cast.
Wow.
Number 3, Gold Rush Kid.
Okay.
Number 4, Encanto. And number 5, Is This It by The Strokes.
Okay.
Yeah. Number 6 is Light and Gold by Eric Whitacre.
Who is that?
It's this, classical-ish artist.
Love it.
Yeah. Oh, man. So, there it is, guys. There's
That's
our
us.
wraps.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Thanks for sticking around even through this mess.
So, maybe we'll share some screenshots of that on our...
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay, should we get to our favorite section?
We should.
Rants, Recs, and Random Questions. Okay, you go first.
My rant.
Mm-hmm.
My shower in my bathroom attached to my bedroom, drips constantly. And I had a plumber come and look at it, and he said he fixed it. It didn't drip for like a month. And I just know if I reach out to my landlord again, she's going to send the same guy. And I'm just too lazy to really do anything about it, but it just drips all day, and it drives me insane.
Solution.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if this will actually work. Put like a sponge.
Oh, I've done it.
Oh, doesn't work?
No. Because it soaks through the sponge, and then it just...
Oh, because you hear it when it hits the bottom of the drain, too,
yeah.
huh? Oh.
Yeah, it's a pain.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's my rant.
Well, that's a sucky thing.
Yeah, it's really annoying.
Okay, here's my rant.
Okay.
Frontier Airlines.
Oh, boo!
They have gotten so much worse.
Yeah, because in college it was like, I can hack it.
Yeah.
Like, I'll figure it out.
And it wasn't fun in college, and their seats have been tiny and gross for years, and the tray table is
enough for your phone.
Too small for an iPad, right?
Yeah.
It is. But recently they've shrunk the size of your personal item,
Really?
And if it doesn't fit and you get caught in line, so if they pull you out of line and say, check your bag size, and it's too big, $100.
And, like, you have no choice at that point.
You have no
at the
choice.
gate.
Yeah.
You can't put, like...
Yeah.
Oh.
Their baggage size, right, for under the airplane, everywhere else is 50, right?
Yeah.
50 pounds across the board, every airline.
Normal.
40. Mm-hmm. They change how much it costs to bring baggage on, both under the plane and as carry-on, depending on how early you book. So, like, if you book that you're going to have baggage, 7 to 30 days out, it's one price. Okay. 30 to 90, one price. And then if it's within 7, it's just another price.
You don't get, like, snacks or anything on there, right?
No, I do think that they give out water.
Oh, gracious.
Mm-hmm. But, like...
It's probably just a health concern.
Yeah, they might just be, like, legally required to. Yeah, they have, like, purposefully... They, like, said to themselves, look, we're already the cheapest airline. Nobody's flying us because they like us. So how can we make more money? And they said, let's purposefully be bad people. Yeah. So anyway, I flew them because it was last minute for the holidays.
Yeah. I
will never, ever, 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 ever fly them again. And I encourage all of you to do the same. And, there were a few times I wanted to say to the flight attendants, you're bad people working for a bad company. Mm-hmm. But that's not true. No. They're good people working for a bad company. It's not their fault that their company is the worst. In fact, I had one ticketing agent try to help me pay less. But Frontier would not let her adjust my price. Ridiculous.
Well, and the thing, we most often, if we're flying, are probably flying to Utah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it's very hard to find a Frontier flight where the layover isn't 14 hours on Frontier.
My first layover was 6, which is bad, but not the worst I've had. Yeah. On the way home, it was only 3, which is...
Wow, that's a miracle.
Incredible for Frontier. Yeah. So, but yeah, do not fly Frontier.
No.
Yeah. And
I feel like airlines, like you said, are, like, struggling to have people fly. Mm-hmm. In some regards. So I'm like, Frontier and Spirit, like, just make it, like, an inch nicer.
Well, and I think that's the reason that they've become mean is because they merged Frontier and Spirit.
Yeah.
So, like, the 2 cheapest airlines are now not competing.
Yeah.
So they don't have to, like, offer better services because they're only getting people who
literally can only do that or only want to do
that. And so, like, they have their business model and it is terrible.
Yeah, it's really
And the sad thing is, I think I've said this before on the pod, Frontier used to be awesome. When they first started, there was a hot cookie on every flight. Every passenger got a hot chocolate chip cookie.
Yeah.
And they were, like, kind, and they'd, like, tell you what the animal on your wingtip was. We loved flying them. And they were still cheap.
Yeah.
But I think they realized, like, we're not actually making any money.
Yeah.
So they made their seats terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. The one thing I will say for their seats is, like, you can't go back.
You can't recline.
So then you don't feel bad when you recline. Because I always recline, but I always feel bad when I do. Yeah.
Oh, I never recline.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No.
That's valid.
Yeah, I always do, but I feel bad.
Yeah.
Sometimes people, like, push on it when you recline. And I'm like, dude, they gave me a recline button. Like,
also, like, sit in the front row then.
Yeah.
If you don't want anyone to
If you don't want people to recline, go to the exit row.
Yeah.
They can't recline.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, anyway, there's my rant.
Oh, that's a good rant.
Thank you.
Yeah.
2 good rants today.
Way to go.
Yeah.
We're angry today. My wreck.
Mm-hmm.
It's a phrase I've seen thrown around the internet, so I'm going to be pretty basic. But
okay.
Being a passenger princess. Have you heard this phrase?
I've heard this phrase.
I love being a passenger princess.
When are you a passenger princess?
Well, when I hang out with my mom, I'm like, hey, can you drive? But also I have certain friends. I was talking to a friend last night. And even if he's in town and it's my car, I'm like, here are the keys. And I trust him completely. Our friendship, you prefer to drive.
I love driving, yeah.
And it's great.
Yeah.
I just get to sit in the front seat.
Mm-hmm.
But when I have a friend who's willing to drive, I don't care if it's my car. You can drive my car.
Right.
Not every friend, but
sure.
I love it. It's the best. If I didn't have to drive, I wouldn't.
Yeah. I do love that phrase, passenger princess.
I love to be the DJ.
Yep.
I pride myself on being a good car DJ.
Mm-hmm.
I pride myself on, like, being a good navigator and making sure if we're eating snacks, I'm providing them snacks.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I
You
was
sound like a great road trip, buddy.
I really am.
I'm surprised we haven't gone. We haven't even gone on like a.
We went to Philly. Once.
Yeah, we did.
We did. But yeah, so be a passenger princess.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, my rec. Again, all of my rants, recs, and random questions are travel-based.
Yeah.
Because I just travel.
Yeah.
Vegas. I wreck it.
Okay.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing about Vegas. It has, every time I go, I feel like it's less adult.
Oh.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like, I only saw one billboard that with, ladies on it. And, like, the dudes, handing out, like, the little strip club flyers.
Yeah.
I think there were, like, 4 each night.
Really? Do you think it was because it was the holidays?
Maybe.
They're
That could
trying
be.
to be more wholesome.
But I do think, like, they've realized, like, people know that there's adult stuff in Vegas.
Yeah.
So if they want to go for the adult stuff, they'll find it.
Yeah.
But, like, if the adult stuff's everywhere, we saw tons of kids. And again, maybe this was because it was the holidays.
Yeah.
But I think there are people who are like, Vegas is great because there's shows for my kids. I can take them, just drop them off at... There's, like, a lot of these places have huge arcades.
Yeah. Big buffets.
Yeah. There's, like, it's easy to have kids there. But if there's adult stuff everywhere, not as fun.
Yeah.
But when the kids go to bed, you can still go down to the... Right? Like,
yeah.
You can still make your money on the adult things. You just don't need to advertise it. So anyway, a lot of people are worried, like, I just don't like seeing that everywhere. And I'm going to say, I didn't see much of it.
Okay.
Definitely there was some, for sure. But then, there are like 8 Cirque du Soleil shows. Have you been to Cirque du Soleil?
No.
It's so good.
Is it?
I've been to 2 in the past few months.
Oh, wow.
So great.
Big Cirque du Soleil.
I've been converted.
Okay.
I went to the first one in Tyson's. They were here for a bit. And I went there, and then my parents were like, "Hey, we're going to Vegas." I was like, "Let's go to Cirque." So we did, and it was fun. And then we went to something else. Everything was
Renaissance
great.
thing.
We went to a Renaissance thing, and we went to another show. Oh, Blue Man. Blue Man's so fun too.
Really?
So fun.
Were you in the paint splatter zone?
No, unfortunately.
Okay.
We were right behind the paint splatter zone, and the Blue Man.
Best of both worlds.
In both the Blue Man Group show and the Cirque du Soleil show, there was, like, the Blue Men are all bald, obviously.
Yeah.
And then in the Cirque du Soleil show, there's a bald guy, and he came up to, like, me and my dad, and he'd be like... he'd, like, point at us. So, we made friends. If you're bald, I recommend both those shows.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you'll feel like you've been, what's not identified?
Yeah.
Represented.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, anyway...
There you go.
Regardless of what you like to do, you can find it in Vegas. So I say, go to Vegas.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've never really been, so I'll take that.
Oh, worth it.
Okay.
Worth it.
My random question.
Mm-hmm.
What's your least favorite chore?
Laundry.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I hate doing laundry. And of laundry, folding. I hate folding.
Oh, that's my favorite part.
And putting away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My least favorite's cleaning the bathroom.
I know.
I hate it.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
He doesn't know that because my bathroom's dirty.
No, I know that
He just knows it because I've complained.
because we talked about it last episode.
Did I really?
Yeah. Remember I had that question of what would you outsource?
Oh, wow. Well,
It's all
repeat.
good. It's all good.
Now you guys really know.
My question. Do you have a favorite airport restaurant?
What does that mean? Like, a specific one?
So let me give you my example.
Okay.
My favorite airport restaurant is the McDonald's in the Denver airport.
Oh. Mm-hmm. There's also a great Mexican restaurant in the Denver airport.
There you go.
No, and I know this is said all over the internet. I hate it, but I love that there's, like, no rules at the airport when it comes to food. So, like, it could be 10 a.m. and people are, like, chowing down on a burger.
Oh, sure.
So I just love that you kind of just get whatever, and
Yeah.
you find whatever little cubby hole has a charger, and you just sit there
Yep.
and you eat. And, like...
Oh, and I'll,
matter
like,
how gross you
lay
look.
down in the middle of the floor.
And you're like, this is my spot.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
I don't care that I'm in front of 3 chairs. Find
Yeah.
somewhere else to sit.
Sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, no. My go-to, especially for a morning flight, is like a bagel and cream cheese with a Coke.
Mm.
And it's like $20 at that point.
It is.
But it's like, I'll do it.
I almost always buy, like, a snack at the airport.
Oh, yeah.
Because I don't think ahead.
No.
I have one time, and it was awesome. I thought ahead. I bought my snacks ahead
Yeah.
of time. But most of the time, I just get to the airport, and I'm like, I don't need something to snack on.
But also, I feel like my carry-on is usually, like, stuffed to
Oh.
the brim. And so, like, to bring snacks, I'm like... Then I have
See,
to, like, go down and find them in the middle. I'm like, where are my Cheez-Its?
I'm like a pretty light carry-oner.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I have like my 2 laptops, my work laptop and personal.
See, right there. Backpack's full. Done.
And then like my Kindle, my Switch.
Jeez.
This is all very compact
Best
stuff.
Buy on your back.
Yeah, for real.
Okay.
They're like, if somebody stole my backpack, they'd have like at least $1,000 worth of stuff.
Listeners,
So,
beware.
Anyway.
Great.
Yeah. Now the topic of the day. Guys, you're not going to know what... You're not going to be expecting this.
You're really not, because I was shocked when we picked it.
If you know what we're about, it is not this.
Yeah.
The topic of the day is sports.
Sports. And you're probably like, the 2 least sporty people I know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's us.
But it's in honor of the World Cup. No, it's not.
No.
It just happens to coincide. It's been on there for a while. I think my sister actually recommended it.
Oh, shout out Mikkel.
Yeah, she was like, you could do sports, but you don't have to be sporty.
Yeah.
And so she
is
like,
our version of sports.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
DJ, what's your favorite sports movie?
My favorite sports movie is probably Rudy.
Oh, okay.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine, I have a couple, but McFarland USA.
That is a good movie.
Danny Diaz.
Yeah.
If you know, you know. And then recently I watched 42, and I'm like, that's a good one.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Also, like, Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. Amen.
So good.
Contest.
No, that's a great movie.
Yeah. So I like that.
I've only seen that one time, but like that could be up there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
The one I think about all the time. Did you ever? I think it's called Rookie of the Year.
Oh, yeah.
Where the kid breaks his arm and then he can pitch really fast.
We used to watch it all the time growing up.
Yeah, that's
on
a good
Disney
one.
Plus.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh,
there you go.
I might have to watch
Yeah.
that. What's your favorite sport?
This is so funny for us too. I don't really participate in sports.
Sure.
I played basketball and softball growing up. Yeah. Community league, church league. Here we go. I was the tallest on the church basketball team.
I'm
tall. 5'8".
Yeah.
Yeah. My favorite sports to watch, baseball. And growing up, I loved a rugby game. I was obsessed.
What?
Yeah. All of my brothers played, so I'd go to all of their games.
Okay.
And I was like the annoying fan, like yelling.
I was like, you have like no European connection. How would you watch rugby?
I'd go to rugby games at BYU. Love it. So if
I
I found one, I'd go.
It's fun. I've watched one rugby game and really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My favorite sport right now is probably F1.
Pause.
What?
What's the definition of a sport in your mind?
I don't know. Athletic competition?
Because we've learned we got to be careful about our definitions.
Yeah.
People get mad at us.
Look up the definition of sport. But it's called motorsport.
I get that.
Would you consider esports sports?
What do you mean esports? Like
video games? Competitive video games.
No, that's not
No,
sport.
okay. So it has to
Sitting
be
on your butt.
some degree of athleticism.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, a sport.
Okay.
A human activity involving physical exertion and skill as the primary focus of the activity.
Okay.
I guess F1 counts as that.
Sure.
But it's hard because I'm like...
The car is the main competitor.
It takes skill.
And it does take physical
exertion,
but not in the same way as what you would traditionally think of as
I would think it's more mental exertion.
Yeah. There's definitely like a degree of endurance that has to be had.
But you're just kind
of... And then in F1, I don't know if this translates for like NASCAR, but you have to have like a really strong neck because you're pulling like up to like 6 Gs, right? And so you gotta like keep your head straight. So like I don't know if that translates to all motorsport.
Yeah.
But so if we're not gonna count motorsport, which I'm okay like putting it in its own subcategory, my favorite sport is probably BYU football.
Okay, specifically.
Yeah, because if we're not doing team, then it's baseball.
Yeah, that's valid. So your favorite sports team of all time is BYU football.
BYU football team.
All sports, all levels, whatever.
Yes,
okay.
I think that's fair to say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mine would be the Nats.
The Nats.
Yeah, we love the Nats.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Did you play sports growing up?
Yeah. I played baseball and soccer primarily. and I played Pee Wee football for a year. And then in high school, I played co-ed soccer and broomball. It's a Midwest sport.
On the ice, right?
Yeah. Tennis shoes with a ball.
Yeah. That's fun.
It's fun.
Yeah. What's the difference in your mind of a sport and a game? That's a really bad question. But
Well, okay. Well, game has multiple definitions, right? Because in sports, you play a game.
So is like Foursquare a sport or a game?
Oh.
Right? Because I was going to say my favorite sport to participate in was Foursquare because we play it a lot.
Here's the thing. I think Foursquare could be considered a sport.
It got our friend John's heart rate
enough
that his Apple Watch freaked out.
Yeah. No, I think definitely. I think most people would consider it a game because it's something you typically play in the schoolyard, but there's no reason it can't be considered a sport.
But then bowling is a sport.
It is.
But I guess in my mind, physical exertion, I'm like...
Yeah, there is physical exertion in bowling, but less. It's more skill than physical exertion.
That's interesting. So
right?
Do you tend, do people tend to like this more skill-based or the more physical exertion-based? And there's different, football positions, a lot of them don't require as much skill as others. There's always a level of skill.
Correct.
But
you think about a lineman, right?
Yeah.
There's definitely skill. I'm not going to argue that there's not. But, the skill is pushing in the correct direction.
Exactly.
It is hugely physically demanding.
Yeah.
You don't have to be the brightest.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because all you're doing is, I know the direction I need to push.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, golf, not as physically exhausting, but way more skill.
You know what game? My favorite sport to play?
Uh-huh.
Pickleball.
Oh, you do love that.
I love pickleball.
Yeah.
And I think it's because it's kind of in that perfect zone.
Balance. Mm-hmm.
It is physically exerting, but old people are often the best players.
Yeah.
Because it's more skill based, right? Okay. It's about where you place the ball more than how hard you hit it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
We're learning so much with you guys right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Then also chair soccer.
Okay.
That's another one that we like to play.
Yeah.
It is physically exerting.
I think it fits the definition of sport. However,
the levels.
I don't know if there's chair soccer leagues.
Oh, I doubt it.
Yeah, but I would bet that there's Foursquare leagues.
Wow. Interesting.
Just because, I think chair soccer is relatively new.
Is pottery a sport?
Pottery?
Because it's physically exerting. People's bodies ache after. And it requires skill.
I think there has to be a level of competitiveness to a sport, right?
Oh, maybe.
If you were competitive potting, they're like, here's a pot. The person who can make the best replica the
that
fastest.
Switch game on Mario where it's you gotta replicate Mario's face?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but no, I don't think pottery is a sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cornhole.
Sport.
Yeah.
It's on ESPN.
Yeah, it is. They have national tournaments.
Yeah.
And everyone's got a beer in their hand as they're playing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Less physically exerting, more skill-based.
Sure.
Yeah.
Anyone can compete. I'm sure it's still male-female leagues, right?
I would bet.
But, in theory, men and women could compete in the same league in that, because it's really not... anyone can throw what's it called, a corn bag? What's the thing you throw?
Bag.
A bag? Yeah. Anyone can throw a bag.
Yeah.
That far.
Did you know once I was going on dates with this guy who was making his own cornhole set, and he wouldn't play unless it was regulation standards. It'd be like a church activity, and he'd be like, "Nope, not allowed." Good times.
Good thing you aren't still.
He also built guns in his bedroom. So
that's the same guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Should have been indicative of something.
Yeah.
Going on there. But anyway, what is a sport that you think? You know those moments where you're like,
yeah.
I think we might have talked about this at the Olympics, but a sport you think you could be professional at.
Even still today?
Yeah.
Bobsled.
Yeah.
I think I could be a professional bobsled.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's valid.
What about you?
I know I actually couldn't, but in my head, the balance beam.
Yeah, you couldn't.
I'm pretty good at walking on curves. I do that a lot.
Every time you're on a curb, you're like,
I'm like, okay, Simone, watch out. I'm coming. Maybe not that.
Do you have like a favorite sports memory?
I didn't know.
Like at a game, like for example, when I thought of it, like my favorite memory is when I was like little, so I think like probably 6 or 7. We were at a Reds game,
Okay.
and the Cubs were there,
Mm-hmm.
and Sammy Sosa was in the outfield,
Okay.
and I remember I'd yell at him like, throw me the ball and he threw me like at least 1 or 2 balls.
Wow.
Yeah, so I remember like, me and Sammy Sosa connecting as a kid at a ball game, right? And then another time, the other sports memory that really stands out is at an Angels game. We were sitting in right field, and I was on the Jumbotron for like a total of probably 8 minutes during that game.
That's your dream.
Yeah, like so much so that they featured on ESPN, and my grandpa texted my mom and was like, "Are you guys at an Angels game?"
That's so fun.
Yeah.
That is fun.
So,
I thought of more like high level things.
Sure.
Like generally high school football games were always fun growing up. I thought BYU basketball games were so fun. It didn't really matter where you sat, but just like the atmosphere.
Yeah. Basketball games do provide a certain level. Like the fans truly can like make or break the atmosphere. Like in a football stadium you can hear them cheering. Like in a basketball stadium when you're going.
Yeah.
It is electric.
It's fun.
Yeah.
And like BYU does a lot of like show.
Yeah.
The lights go down.
Like
there's
when
lasers.
Yeah.
The president of the university's wife like comes on and is like, "Let's go Cougars," and like the place erupts. Yeah. It's just fun.
Every free throw, you point at the president.
Yeah, we all point at this old man who's the president of the university, even if he wasn't there.
Yeah, or whoever's sitting in his seat. Yeah.
So we'd do that. Mm-hmm. So those were more my...
Okay, yeah. No.
We went to a lot of Nats games as a family, so that's always fun.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
The other, if we're just talking general, the Olympics, like for my family, right? We love the Olympics.
That's a good one.
Yeah. What's your favorite sports food? I mean, it's a hot dog, right? Like,
yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Like there's not really... Like, there are good ballpark foods, but they're, like, stadium-specific. But a hot dog is good everywhere.
Yeah. I will say, I've been to one NBA game.
Okay.
And shout out Haley, had box seats from her work. So it was a Celtics game in Boston. And we sat in a box and with catered dinner. And that was the dream.
Dude, the Nats catered mac and cheese.
Oh, good.
So good.
Okay.
Yeah, we got boxes for a game at my company this summer.
Yeah.
Did not watch one moment of that game.
I didn't watch any of the Celtics. I was too far away to see what was happening. Yeah. But, like, unlimited food and drinks.
And good food.
And, like, comfy chairs. That's the way to do it.
Yep. Craziest sports to exist.
So I looked up some.
Dude, have you heard of, like, the
cheese
It's
roll?
in, like, Mongolia or something where they, like, they're riding horses and there's, like, a dead goat that they're throwing around.
Sick.
Trying to get into a pit.
No, I haven't heard that one, actually.
Yeah, real sport.
Okay.
Yeah.
I heard there's a wife-carrying sport.
Oh, yeah. In fact, one of my good friends competed in that and got...
A prize?
I think they placed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
There's something called, I think you should try.
Okay.
Chess boxing.
How does one chess box?
Well, I think, let's see. I don't want to speak for chess boxing without. Competitors fight in alternating rounds of chess and boxing. That is truly the balance of skill and physical exertion.
Okay, I've wanted to box. I think it'd be really fun to punch someone.
I've wanted to do a boxing class because, like, whether I punch somebody else, I just want to punch.
I dated a girl one summer, very briefly. Dated meaning, my friends' friends were national champs in the wife carrying competition.
Wow.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah. I went on a couple dates with someone one summer who was learning to box so that she could compete, and I thought that's really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I found this. The world's 12 strangest sports.
Okay.
The Cooper's Hill cheese rolling.
I've seen that.
Yeah.
That looks fun.
That looks fun. It looks so dangerous.
So dangerous, but very fun.
Wife carrying.
Sure.
Botaushi.
Okay.
It's in Japan.
Okay.
This Japanese sport pits two teams of 75 players against one another in an epic fight to bring down the other team's pole.
Interesting.
75 team members is a lot.
Yeah.
Camel jumping.
You jump over camels? Or...
See how many camels you can jump over.
What?
Yeah. Look at that picture.
What?
Yeah. I don't know how they do it, but let's see.
That guy got hops.
Yeah. Toe wrestling. Sick. That's gross. That's in England.
Is it like thumb wrestling but with toes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Chess boxing.
Okay.
Underwater hockey.
Okay.
They hold their breath.
Have you seen that thing where you're like underwater and it's like a torpedo? So like you throw it, like you know the pool torpedoes?
Yeah, I love them.
So like I think the goals, like you can only pass underwater.
Okay.
So you're swimming down and like wrestling each other and like.
Oh, fun.
Yeah.
Okay. This one, maybe you could do.
Okay.
Man versus horse marathon.
What? You race a horse?
This annual 22-mile race pits man against beast. And yes, the horse usually wins. But out of the 35 races ever held, 2 humans have managed to outrun their 4-legged competition. 22 miles against a horse? There's no way.
I couldn't even do 22 miles.
No, not even. Shin kicking?
Oh.
Yep, you just face off and kick each other's shins.
In Virginia, did they have a phase? It was right before I got to high school. Or maybe I was in high school. And like certain high schools would do like competitions to see who could take the most 2-finger slaps in the pit of their, and they like it got banned because people were like bleeding.
Yeah,
and stuff.
Got really intense.
Yeah.
And then there's that buzzkashi, which is the goat dragging.
Oh, okay, great, yeah.
Quidditch. Oh.
Yeah. Have you played Quidditch?
No.
It's pretty fun.
Oh, where'd you play it? At BYU?
No, we used to, no. At church we used to play it growing up.
Oh,
yeah.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then last one, extreme ironing. Touted as the latest dangerous sport that combines the thrill of an extreme outdoor activity with the satisfaction of a well-pressed shirt. Extreme ironing is all about pushing the envelope and having a well-ironed shirt. So, I guess the craziest way you can iron. So these people are doing it while skydiving.
Is that a sport or a stunt?
I don't know. I guess we have to do it and see.
Okay.
Okay. Who's your favorite athlete of all time? Do you have one? You don't even have to like their sport.
My favorite athlete of all time? I probably do. I just can't think of anyone right now.
Or because I have athletes that we grew up in my family loving, and I don't know anything about it, but we were first a Yankee family.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before the Nats came to town.
Sure.
So Derek Jeter, my man.
Okay.
Now I'm I love Max Scherzer, who was a Nats pitcher.
Sure.
We grew up loving Peyton Manning. Just for who he was. We didn't care about the Colts.
I like Peyton as a person.
Yeah,
I
that's
think he's
what it
funny.
was. Yeah.
The one that comes to mind now, Ken Griffey Jr. came to the Reds when I was a kid, and he was a huge deal. So he's probably up there. I have a huge amount of respect for Serena Williams, right?
Valid.
I think she's probably the greatest athlete of all time.
Yeah, that's valid. Michael Phelps.
Sure. LeBron James.
Yeah.
But
that's about our knowledge of sports.
Yeah.
Katie Ledecky, she's a swimmer that's really intense.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Is she the Alaskan?
No, I think she's from here.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I think you're right.
And of course, Simone Biles. And
Simone, yeah.
The Fab Five.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
The Fab Five.
Isn't that what they call that cheerleading group?
Oh.
I mean, not cheerleading, gymnastics.
I thought you were talking about queer. I was like, I don't think they're athletes.
Have you seen that show Cheer on Netflix?
No. I heard it was good.
It's good because it's a sports, but it's also a reality drama type thing.
Oh.
We love that.
That's right where it's at.
Yeah. We also forgot to mention Remember the Titans.
Oh, classic.
And I know we'll get a lot of flack for not mentioning it. So we do love it.
We do.
Yeah. Also from here.
Yeah, right down the road.
Right down the road.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to play them at night, T.C. Williams at night, because it was a little dangerous. So.
Oh, in that area?
Yeah.
I don't think it is anymore, right? That seems like a nice area now.
It's fine.
Okay.
Maybe they can play at night, but it was just funny to see how wholesome it was in the end of the movie, and then you're like...
You know what's funny is I have, and maybe, is your mom or dad from here?
My dad.
Maybe he told you something similar, but my high school English teacher, one of them, grew up in the area, and he's like, yeah, it's a good movie, and like the reality of, integration was real.
Yeah.
But he's like, but when they combined, they were so dominant. Like the storyline of them not being able to compete.
Yeah.
That's just absolute crap. But like, yeah, the integration, like that's cool. But he's like, they went from being two powerhouses to the only superpower. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. So,
if you could get rid of one sport, never have to hear about it, never have to watch it again, what would it be?
If I could get rid of one sport, and never have to hear about it, honestly, it's probably basketball.
That's what I would say.
I don't care about basketball. I think the players are obnoxious. I also just think it is just not fun to watch. You just watch people run back and forth. There's no defense, right? Like, it's just people running back and forth and shooting the ball.
I think it's one that if I went to a game, maybe I'd enjoy it more.
Sure.
But, like, on TV?
No.
The worst.
No, I used to watch, like, the finals with my friends and, like...
I love the March Madness tournament. Like, I think it's so fun to, like, have a bracket.
Yeah,
but
and
I
it's
pick
one of
random
those
teams.
Yeah,
I don't care.
I did too, basically, right? Like it's one of those things where like it's fun because it's like a shared experience that the entire United States goes through, right?
Like the Super Bowl.
Right. But yeah, I agree. It's
not worth it.
No. Well, great.
Yeah.
Those are our sports opinions, you guys.
If you came for like analytics or hot. Well, we had a lot of hot takes, probably. But if you came for, like, real meaningful things, sorry.
Yeah.
That happened.
Yeah. We're not sporty people, but you know what? I've been watching the World Cup. Big fan.
Okay.
It's been fun.
Who are you rooting for?
USA.
Okay, just didn't know.
Come on.
Costa Rica?
Do you even know me? They stink.
Oh.
USA made it to the next round.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's my team Brazil doing?
I don't actually know.
Yeah, that's fine.
But probably really well.
Probably.
Yeah. So.
Cristiano Ronaldo is out, right? He's retiring? Not from Brazil, but from Portugal. I thought I read that.
Ronaldo? He's done playing?
Let's see. Hold on. Pull up the news app.
I know Portugal's won both their games, or all three of their games, however many games they played.
Yeah, he left Man United.
Oh, okay.
And there's rumors he might be going to a Saudi team.
Oh, okay. But he's in the World Cup.
Oh, okay.
He's playing. So he's just moving team.
Okay.
Yeah. Probably just more money.
Also, the sports me and DJ love the most, Ted Lasso.
Oh,
That's
Ted
it.
Lasso.
If we ever get
when
to
does
season
3 come out?
I don't know.
Isn't it supposed to be this year?
Yeah.
Huh. Stay tuned.
Yeah. Invite us to your sporting watching event.
Yeah, I like people.
Sport playing.
Here's the sports I'll play with you. If somebody wants to invite me to a super non-competitive soccer game.
Okay.
Pickleball.
Okay.
Foursquare.
Volleyball?
I don't love volleyball.
I
I'm
don't
not
either.
gonna lie. It can be fun, but for the most part, like it takes a lot of skill.
It
Volleyball
does.
is a very skill-based game.
It does.
Very athletic as well. It's probably a good balance, but on the high end, right?
Yeah.
Like it takes a lot of both.
Yeah.
So no, don't invite me to play volleyball.
Okay.
I mean, I'll play it gladly.
Yeah.
But don't invite me.
I'll
You
play
know
a
what
game
I-
of softball.
You know what I'd like to get into, but it's just too expensive?
What?
Golf. I've been to a Top Golf quite a bit this year. I love it.
Yeah.
And I'm decent.
Yeah.
I'm not great.
You are good.
I can
we
hit
went to
that ball.
Rudy's.
Yeah.
Yeah. Golf takes a lot of time and a lot of money.
A lot of money and a lot of time. That is the bummer.
It's not like you can just like pop in for a little bit.
It is like if you're doing 9 holes, it's like a 2-hour commitment, or like 18 is up 4. Like it is a long time.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then like buying clubs, getting a membership, like it is a lot of money.
Getting the polos.
Oh right. Yeah, you gotta
look the
invest
part.
in. Yeah, yep. Gotta get one of those golf hats.
Yeah.
Yep.
A different pair of khakis.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure. So, if any of those sports are going on, if you want to go rock climbing with me, that's the sport I compete in, or I practice the most.
Okay.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this has been all over the place.
I'm surprised how well this turned out.
Me too.
This was actually like a good conversation.
Because DJ has said multiple times, should we do sports? And I'm like, no. But we just were like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
And here we are.
Something to talk about.
Something to talk about.
Yeah.
Let's give them something to talk about. Should I try?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
My sister's going to see Shania.
Shout out to Mikkel twice in one episode.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have fun. All right. Thanks for listening. What?
Guys.
What?
It's basically the end of the year. Year of the hot dog.
Yeah.
If you're not done, I don't know what to tell you.
Yep. We will have one episode next week. No. Here's my proposal. I'm proposing this to you on air right now.
Perfect.
Next week, Instagram Live.
Oh, perfect.
So here's what I'm thinking. We record an episode that will be released the week before Christmas.
Okay.
Or the week before. Anyway.
Yeah.
Next week, we'll record an episode that we won't release next week.
Okay.
After we record, we'll do a 1 hour Instagram Live.
Okay.
And then, is that,
Yeah, we'll just have to plan a day.
Okay, great. And then we'll release it. So that way there's not as big a break. But the week of Christmas, there will be a break. And probably the week between Christmas and New Year's, there'll be a break.
Yeah.
But then we'll be back next year.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Season 2.
And here's what I'll do so that you'll tune in. During our Instagram Live, I will complete Year of the Hot Dog.
Oh my goodness, wow.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, tune in.
So tune in, check our Instagram to figure out when we're doing the Instagram Live.
Sounds great.
And we'll see you all there.
Okay, love you all.
See ya.
Bye.
Hey all, this is Future DJ. Before you go, just to let you know, our Instagram Live will be Tuesday, December 6th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Whatever that is in your time zone, figure it out because I don't know.